In this session, we are going to discuss the block diagram reduction technique. This is a very important technique in the control system. As the name suggests, block diagram, the transfer functions are shown inside the blocks. Okay, it is a built up of blocks and that can be reduced. So there are several rules for the block diagram reduction technique. We will see one by one. First rule, if the blocks are connected in series, you can see in the block diagram G1, G2, they are connected in series, they are in a cascade. So at that time in the equivalent diagram, both the gain G1, G2 will be multiplied. This is the rule first. Next rule is when the blocks are connected parallelly. You can see in a block diagram G1, G2, they are added algebraically. Okay, they are connected in parallel. So in the equivalent diagram, so we'll have the G1 plus G2 algebraic addition. You can see sign with the G1 is positive, sign with the G2 is positive. So we got the G1 plus G2. But in some cases, if we have a negative sign with some particular gain, that can be also mentioned over there. Okay, so suppose G2 is negative, so we have to write G1 minus G2. Next rule is the shifting rule, moving a summing point behind a block. Okay, suppose we need to shift the summing point after the block, so just shift the summing point after the block, but the same block gain will be added to the shifted summing point. So what is the summing point? First of all, we will see that summing point is the point which is mostly at the input side, who compares the output signal with the input signal and generates the difference or the error signal which is sent to the controller for the corrective action. So this is the rule for shifting the summing point after the block. Next rule is shifting the summing point before the block. While we shifting the summing point before the block, just shift the summing point before the block, but the reciprocal of the block gain up before which the summing point is shifted, that should be added to the shifted summing point. So here we have shifted the summing point before the block G. That's why the reciprocal of block G, that is 1 by G, is added to the shifted summing point. Next rule is the shifting the takeoff point or the pickup point after the block. Okay, so what is the takeoff point? What is a pickup point? Okay, see, takeoff point or the pickup point, it is generally at the output side, from which the feedback is taken as the output is taken as a feedback to the input side, where the output is compared with the input signal. So where the output signal is taken to the feedback, that point is called as the pickup or takeoff point. Okay, so we are shifting the takeoff point after the block. So what happened here? What is the rule? Just shift the takeoff point after the block, but the reciprocal of block gain after which the takeoff point is shifted, that reciprocal of block gain will be added to the shifted takeoff point. Okay, so this is the rule. Next rule is shifting the takeoff point or pickup point before the block. So in this rule, we can see we are going to shift the takeoff point before the block. Just shift the takeoff point before the block, but the same block gain will be added there. Okay, so that is the case here. So in the next rule, we are reducing the feedback loop. Okay, so this is the canonical form or the simple closed loop system with the forward gain G and the feedback gain H with the positive or negative feedback. So that can be reduced by a simple formula, or the that is the transfer function of the closed loop system, that is a G upon 1 plus G into H. So plus or minus in the denominator, that depends upon the type of feedback. If the feedback is negative, we will get the positive sign in the denominator equation of the equivalent gain. If the feedback is positive, we will get the negative sign in the denominator equation, 1 minus GH. Okay, so G upon 1 plus G into H, that is for the negative feedback closed loop system transfer function. If the feedback is 1, means the unity feedback system, at that time H will be equal to 1. And the last rule is swapping the neighboring summing point, that is also called as associative rule. When there are two summing points which are directly connected to each other, that can be swapped. as per the use of the, as per the necessity in the particular examination examples. So here we'll see the example, how the examples are asked on the block diagram algebra. Here the question is given as find the transfer function of the following block diagrams. So here note down the approach. First of all, we have to check whether the blocks are connected in series. Next we have to check whether the blocks connected parallelly. Next we will check whether there is a minor feedback loop. After that, if the series rule, parallel rule, feedback loop rule, that is not applicable, then go for the shifting rules. Okay, so here we can see here the series rule is not applicable, parallel block rule is not applicable, feedback loop rule is not applicable. We have to go for the shifting rules. So what we can do, here, we can shift the takeoff point before the block or after the block. So we'll see the solution. Whatever we are going to do, we are going to shift the takeoff point A before the block G2. Okay, before the block G2 we have shifted. As we have shifted the takeoff point before the block G2, the block gain G2 will be added to the shifted takeoff point, which will be in a series with H1. Okay, so then we'll have the series rule with the G2 and G3, and after that we'll have the loop 1, or this is the parallel blocks. Okay, so G4 will be added with the G2 G3 product. Okay, and H1 will be multiplied with G2. So here becomes G4 plus G2 into G3 after the series rule and parallel block rule. Now what we can do, we can shift the takeoff point at point B after the block G4 plus G2 into G3. Okay, so we have shifted that. So what will happen, we'll have the reciprocal of the same block gain, because we are shifting the takeoff point after the block. That's why the gain, reciprocal of gain, block gain G4 plus G2 plus G2 into G3, its reciprocal is 1 by G4 plus G2 into G3. That will be added to the shifted takeoff point. So that will be multiplied, or that is in the series with the H1 G2. Okay, so this is the reduced block diagram. So we can reduce this one simply. So here we have a feedback loop rule with the G4 plus G2 into G3, and the feedback is H2. Okay, so here the forward gain G and the H is H2. We will apply the rule. So applying the rule, G upon 1 plus G into H, we will get this one. Then we'll use the series rule, G1 will be multiplied to this one. Then again we'll use the rule number 6, that is a minor feedback loop rule. Okay, G upon 1 plus G into H, and finally again the feedback loop rule with the unity feedback. So the answer is, for the transfer function, G1 into G4 plus G2 into G3 divided by 1 plus G1 G2 H1 plus H2 G4 plus G2 into G3 plus G1 in bracket G4 plus G2 into G3. So in this way we can reduce the block diagrams. So in this way we have seen the block diagram reduction technique. We will have the more practice in the next sessions also. Thank you very much.